चलना मैं घर वापस अब तो यही याद बाबा जो मेरी बनो शांति बनो जो मेरी बनता जो मेरी बनता जो मेरी बनता
Om Shanti, 11th of July 2023, Morning Murli, Bapdada Madhuvan. Essence, sweet children, become introverted and remain busy in this study. Constantly continue to follow Srimad and your fortune will become very elevated. This is the time to make your fortune. Question: what is the elevated fortune of you, children, on the basis of which you come to know the fortune of whole world? Answer: to become a spinner of the discus of self-realization is the highest of fortune of all. You Brahmins have now become spinners of the discus of self-realization. You know your own fortune and also the fortune of the whole world. Baba has come to make your fortune of you children as valuable as a diamond. Remain aware that God himself is teaching you to make your fortune, and your fortune will thereby continue to increase. Song: You are the fortune of tomorrow. Om Shanti. You children heard a few words of the song. You should become intoxicated about your fortune as soon as you hear it. This intoxication is imperishable and should never decrease. When someone is a wealthy millionaire, he has the intoxication day and night that he is very wealthy and he has a lot of property. There is intoxication of their wealth. So, the Father is the one who makes your fortune. Your fortune is lost at the moment. You can judge whether your fortune is worth a cell or a diamond. The unlimited Father sits personally in front of you and makes your fortune. You can see this and you also know it. Can you see the Supreme Soul, or do you know him? You children know that you are souls, although you cannot see a soul. You have the faith that you are souls like stars. Each of you resides in the center of your forehead. At this time, you children have to become soul conscious. The one residing in this body is called a soul, separate from the body. You souls have the pride that the Supreme Soul has come to meet you. When children take birth to their father, they become their heirs. Some receive fortune worth a few pennies and others don't receive anything. They just take birth. Some people have 5 or 6 children. When they have low paid jobs, they understand that that was in their fortune. They see others and think they have so many places, crowns, and their thrones in their fortune. There is a variety of fortune for human beings. So, you now know your fortune and for which fortune you are now making effort. Human beings make effort for wealth and happiness. When wealthy people fall ill, they receive treatment from good doctors. They believe that they would receive good treatment because of their wealth. Therefore, it is a matter of wealth. You are making a very great fortune by following Srimad. You children know that Baba is making your fortune the highest on high because he himself is the highest on high. You are now sitting personally in front of him. You are sitting in home of the mother and father. Those who are king and queens understand that they had performed such actions that they received the fortune of rule the kingdom. When you look at the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan, you know that they definitely made their fortune in their previous birth. You have received this wisdom. It doesn't enter the intellects of human beings. How all of those wealthy people received their fortune. It would be said that they had performed such actions in their past birth that they became so wealthy. That is the fruit of their karma. They sing, the philosophy of karma is unique. Whatever human being receive, it is according to their past actions. You can compare the fortune of the highest on high Lakshmi and Narayan. They became the master of the golden age. Who created their karma in such a way they become the masters of the world. You now know the whole cycle. You Brahmins have now become spinners of the discus of self-realization. Other Brahmins would not be spinners of the discus of self-realization. They are Brahmins. And you too are Brahmins. But you know that you only are true Brahmins, the mouth-born creations of Brahma. Surely, Brahma too would be someone's child. He is Shiv Baba's child. Shiv Baba is the creator. He has no father of his own. Therefore, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul is making your fortune. Your fortune is made by your father, not by your maternal or paternal uncles, etc. Yes, for some, it is created by them if they adopt you. You children have also been adopted according to the drama, as you were in the previous cycle. No one is higher than he is. Prajapita Brahma has so many children. What inheritance would he receive from the father? You understand that Shiv Baba is the father of all souls and that Brahma is the father of all living beings. And you therefore become brothers and sisters. The father tells you, children, look, your fortune is so elevated. I teach you and make you so fortunate. At the beginning of the golden age, it truly was the kingdom of Sri Lakshmi and Narayan and the residents of heaven. I made their fortune so elevated. You children have the secret in your intellect that it was Shiv Baba alone who made their fortune so elevated. They experienced their fortune and completed their 84 births. They are now making that same fortune once again. You have this knowledge in your intellect. No one except the ocean of knowledge, Shiv Baba, can explain to you. Such a father is so lovely. The father says, you children too are so lovely. I ordered you to practice remember me constantly so that your sins are absolved. You know that Shiv Baba is now personally in front of you in the body of Brahma. The father has explained, I am constantly incorporeal. My name is always Shiva. I do not enter the corporeal form and take rebirth. I have now come. You know who is talking with you. Your intellects go up above. Incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the ocean of knowledge. He is the one who is making your fortune. Heavenly Hot, the Father would establish heaven. Would he not? You know how the Father is personally speaking to you through the body of Brahma. He says, beloved children, the drama is now coming to an end. The soul listens to him. The soul knows that this is right. The Father says, remember me as much as possible. I have given to the knowledge of the whole world cycle. Some are able to imbibe this is very well and others forget. You are now sitting here and he is giving you the nectar of knowledge. That is, he is teaching you this knowledge. Shiv Baba is sitting personally in front of you. He does not enter the birth and rebirth. Your name, form, land, and time continue to change birth after birth. You always receive different features. These are such deep and subtle matters. You souls repeatedly shed your bodies and take others. In your next birth, you will not have the same forms that you have now. The features of now one birth cannot be the same. All saints, the souls cast to play to so many different parts. He play his part with different names, forms, place, time and activities, etc. His activity continues to change. Sometimes it is the kingdom and other times that a purpose. It isn't that he would sometime become a dog or hat. No, you know that you are now making effort to become princes and princesses. In the future, you are changing from human being into deities. This is Mama and Baba are also making effort. Then in the future, they will become Lakshmi and Narayan. To the extent that we make effort to make your own fortune. Accordingly, we will receive a lot of happiness. This is such a quick income. Those people study for temporary happiness and become barristers, etc. In this birth, there is no questions of anything for their next birth. In that too, it's not certain whether they will become that or not. You understand that you will definitely go to heaven in the future. You will then be called deities. You must never forget that you will definitely claim your inheritance of the peak of throne. You will definitely be seen by becoming the highest on high. Quote, the Father is teaching you, and so then to enters your intellects. We are studying very well and creating our reward for 21 births. To the extent that you make effort at this time, so you will accordingly make your fortune elevated. That fortune will remain permanent cycle after cycle. This is why you should make your effort for your fortune. Your fortune is very elevated. You have a lot of happiness. Although some people here may have millions, they don't have happiness worth even a few pennies. There you will experience your reward very peacefully and comfortably. Here so many calamities continue to come. In just a short time, many will go bankrupt. People will continue to die, although people are insured. What will insurance companies be able to do? Look, what happened at Hiroshima? So many people are died. The insurance companies also went bankrupt. The same will happen here too. Everyone will die. To whom would the insurance companies give money? Who would light the flame for others? Human beings have so much blind faith. Eminent people are given so much respect. Rishis and munis are considered to higher than them, although they don't believe in their religion. They would definitely bow down to the sannyasis. They would go to the holy men and prostrate themselves in front of them. Sages would not prostrate themselves in front of them because they consider themselves to be elevated and pure. This father says, "My beloved children, I salute you, children. You are the peak of feather in crown on my head. You will become the masters of the world. You are also masters of Brahman. You are double masters. I am the single master of just Brahman. No one apart from the Father can explain these things. Therefore, you should remember such a Father, from who receives such an inheritance so much." The father says, "Look, so many children go from here, and then they don't even write letter for father 6 months. Oh, you don't write a letter to the Lord of Life, the beloved Father, who is lovelier than life itself. When a wife writes a letter to her husband, she writes Praneswar, Lord of Life. So and so, in fact, none of them is Praneswar. Only the one Father is Praneswar. The God of all plant, living beings, is the one Father. He says, Praneswar children, that is, children of the God, who serves your life. Children to say, Praneswar Baba, Baba, who serves our lives. This name has been invented here. It's only in Bharat that they write Praneswar, Praneswari, but they are not that. Only the Father gives the donations of life. The Father says, when you belong to me, no one can cause you sorrow. It's souls that take sorrow. These souls feel that Father explains with so much love. The soul remembers him, praises him. You also remember Mama so much. Those who serve many others very well receive such a high status. Then after her, there are those in the second you see gold mines, and so you feel that you should bring a little of it back down. You cannot find gold in the subtle region. Gold excites in paradise. You know that when you are there, you will go to mines in your bimans and come back with your bimans full of gold. There are also very big gold bars. Even now, wealthy people have gold. Bharat definitely has to keep gold and silver. Everyone has become walls built, which no one hand loot and fire cannot burn. So you will receive all of that in your hands in the future. Bombs, etc. are dropped from aeroplanes for destruction. But those things will become instrumental for your happiness. Those things excited in the golden age and then they disappeared. They have now been invented again. You now know you will go and bring back things for the mines. All the mines will become new. Now they are old. Therefore, you should claim your full fortune from the Father who created such fortune. You should not be careless about this. Remember the Father and your inheritance. The Father says, have attachment to the one alone. Remember heaven, Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children. Love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother and father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. Spiritual children say, Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. First, don't be careless about making your fortune elevated. Follow Srimad well and on the basis of studying, make your fortune elevated. Second, stay in remembrance of the Father Pranishwar and donate life to everyone. Serve everyone's life. Never make anyone unhappy. Blessing. May you be a conqueror of matter with your stage of master and Haaland with Haaland of corporations. Explain. Matter is no invoking your masters. Everywhere, the elements of nature are creating upheaval. But where you masters of matter are, matter will serve you as your servant. You simply have to become conqueror of matter and matter will Haaland. You with Haaland of corporations. Wherever you Brahmins, who are conqueror of matter, step or wherever you stay. There will not be any damage there. Storms will hum. There will earth traumas. However, outside, it will be like a crucifix where is inside. It will be become like a throne. Everyone will running to you for physical and subtle support. Slogan. In order to experience alokik happiness and sweetness of the mind, stay in the stage of Manmana Bhav. Om Shanti.